Colby Chaos Covington. This guy's name has been circulating at the top of a lot of people's lists and social media. And look, this 37-year-old fighter who's notoriously known for bringing about chaos, like his nickname is extremely talented, but brings a lot of controversy with him wherever he goes. And a lot of fighters have taken notice, and apparently Colby is planning on trying to make a comeback. He's in discussions with the UFC, and it's interesting who he's actually calling out. So I want to get into it, and you'd be surprised, maybe not so surprised, of some of the fighters that he's calling out, but more importantly, some of the fighters who are actually calling out Colby. So, welcome back, Duality 7X. I'm your host, Shiraz, and this is where fight sports meets drama. We cover all the latest and the greatest when it comes to news from the world of MMA, UFC, boxing, the WWE. We break it all down for you right here. And look, before we dive into it, don't forget to please smash that like button, subscribe for more fight talk. So look, let's get right into it, guys. I want to talk about Colby Covington because this guy could be the real deal right now, guys. And he's hot, and he is eyeing a potential clash with whoever. He just doesn't care. He wants to fight at the UFC White House event that's going to happen next year. But I think more importantly, I think he wants to fight sometime this year as well, too. And he's calling out guys like Paddy Pimblett, all right, for a potential showdown. And not only just Paddy, but he's also calling out Gilbert Burns as well, too, as a potential matchup for a fight hopefully sometime this year. I think everybody wants to see this. Colby Chaos Covington is ready to go. He's jacked, and I'm telling you guys, look, the Paddy Pimblett fight, I think is probably one of the ones that I'd like to personally see. But look, I mean, you can't. You're not just gonna go out there and start calling people's names if you're not ready to fight. This guy's ready to fight. All right, and look, the Paddy Pimblett. Look, this guy can fight as well too. Paddy the Baddie, they call him, right? And so let me ask you a question. Why do you think Colby feels like he deserves this historic matchup? Why do you think he deserves this matchup? Like, it's simple. I mean, Colby's one of those guys who's not just thinking about fights. He's thinking about politics. He's thinking about legacy. He's thinking about a lot of things, right? He's got his eye on a few different things. And he, after becoming the first UFC champ, invited to the White House back in 2018. Yeah, that happened, guys. 2018, he was the first UFC champion to be invited to the White House. And he's very closely aligned. Most people know about this. He's very, very closely aligned with President Trump. And he actually sees himself as a bridge between the world of MMA and politics. And now he wants a platform. He wants that platform, to cap off his career. Now, the thing, though, with Colby is he's barely fought since his one-sided loss to Joaquin Buckley back in December of 2024. But look, the guy has had a chance to recoup, re-strategize, train, and now he's fully energized, he's fired up, and he's ready to go. And he's telling the UFC that he's ready for a full training camp in October, potentially November, anywhere UFC wants him. Madison Square Garden, T-Mobile Arena, Vegas, you name it, he's ready to go. And that's the kind of person that you want on a card. A person who's not going to cry and whine about, oh, I can't fight this guy on these terms, or I can't fight in this place, or the water tastes a little salty, or I don't get enough, red color Smarties in my... He does not complain. This is a man who's ready to go at the drop of the hat. If you need him, he'll fight today. All right. Now, that said, he doesn't want to fight a U.S. based fighter. He wants international competition. And Paddy the Baddy Pimblett is undefeated in the UFC with the 7-0, 5 performance bonuses record. I mean, that fits the bill perfectly, right? And so Covington, he just doesn't want to fight a B class fighter. He wants to fight a guy who's got some name recognition, somebody who's stirring up the pot. And this could be this match. This could be the best. This is why I want to see this fight, right? Now, Covington has fired some brutal words at Pimblett. He's called him a weight bully for staying at 155 pounds. He even mocked his look, his persona. Yeah, typical chaos fashion, and that's what Colby brings to the table, right? He's a known trash talker. He knows how to stir up the pot. And a guy like Paddy the Baddy is probably going to eat right into it. And I mean, look, on the other hand, when you look at Paddy and his fast rising appeal, I mean, he took out Michael Chandler, by TKO at UFC 314. And now he's ranked in the UFC lightweight top 10. So when I think about this potential matchup between him and Covington, I mean, you're pinning like a veteran, against a veteran welterweight, against a young undefeated lightweight. I mean, and with a White House setting, that could be probably one of the main events, if not co-main events of that evening. And that media hype would be absolutely surreal. It'd be insane. But the bigger question right now is, I don't know if Covington wants to wait until July of 2026. He definitely wants to fight on that card, and there's rumors, and he actually talked about how President Trump actually wants him on that card. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the likes of Colby Covington on that card in 2026 at the UFC. But more importantly, we got to talk about what's coming down the pipe, right? What's going to happen in October, November, potentially. I think people want to see Colby fight now and set himself up for a beautiful fight, at the UFC White House fight night. Now, this potential fight, I keep saying this fight, it's not even booked, guys, but this potential fight between Colby and Paddy the Baddy makes sense to me. And why not? I mean, Covington has a huge name, political backing, and the UFC is all about spectacle, guys. They know when the White House loves someone, they're going to put that guy front and center. And why not, right? I mean, he's got the momentum. He's got the backing. Go for it, man. Go for gold. I mean, this fight's going to bring serious attention. But Pimblett's got a mega fight with Ilya Tupuria already looming at 155. Again, the weight bully at 155 pounds. Will he even move up a weight class? I mean, that's $1 million question, right? And that's honestly, that's what it's going to come down to. And look, Colby's got a history of taking extended breaks to avoid bad matchups. He's done this in the past, right? So even if Dana White wants him on the card, there's a chance we may not see this fight in 2025. Could be pushed to 2026, and I'll be fine with that, so long as it is on the White House Fight Night card. I mean, that's again, I want to see this fight. I want to see this fight between Paddy the Baddy and Colby Chaos Covington. I think that's a fight that everybody wants to see. And look, I mean, Colby's positioning himself as an MMA's political pioneer. And while Pimblett has a chance to elevate his global profile with one fight, this could be it. So it could be a win-win for both guys. And if Pimblett doesn't take this fight, then Covington already has a backup, and he's talked about the potential of going toe-to-toe with Gilbert Burns. So he's clearly locked in, guys, and he's making this White House card a stage one way or another. But he's also calling for the opportunity to fight a little bit earlier than that. So there's some other news, too, as well. I mean, you've got Alexander Volkanovski sent an explicit message to Colby Covington. He called him out. And they've got, Volkanovski and Covington have a deep-rooted hatred, okay, for one another. And look, I told you, Colby's one of those guys. He brings out he gets under people's skin. All right, he's like, I guess, one of the most universally hated fighters in the sports amongst fan bases, and I love it, man. It's absolutely incredible. This guy knows how to get under your skins. He knows how to ruffle your feathers, and that trash talking plays into his into his persona, into his favor, and honestly into his whole overall look. Right now, many fans have been happy to see his downfall with back-to-back losses. But a guy like Covington continues to rise up, and he keeps proving the skeptics wrong. And during his time away, Covington actually continued to play that heel character quite well, and slamming Dustin Poirier for retiring early, right? So, I mean, look, Covington is very confrontational. He's very he's one of those guys who'll fight you in and outside of the octagon. He doesn't need you to tell him where and when. He'll just be there. He's just one of those guys, right? And Volkanovski is quite clear in saying that I hate this guy. He really hates him. He's a one fighter that he can't stand. And he didn't hesitate when it came to talking about himself, talking about Covington. He didn't hesitate. He goes, the one fighter I can't stand. Ah, mate, yeah. Colby Covington. I mean, that's an obvious one. It's an easy question. He called Colby a piece of, yeah, and I dare you to come say something to my face because I'd love to slap you. He's just a piece of S. You could fill in the blanks. And a lot of the times in this sport, you get idiots like him who take things too far. Some of the things he said, just like, no, there's pushing a fight, and then there are pieces of SHI, you know what, and he's one of them. So these are words from Volkanovski, right? And he's basically daring him now to say something to his face. So we're talking about a potential fight between Paddy, the baddie. We're talking about a potential fight against Gilbert Burns, but now, I mean, you got guys like Volkanovski coming out and calling him out, calling Colby out. I mean, could we see? I mean, wouldn't that be amazing to see a fight between Volkanovski and Covington? Wow. Anyways, I have a feeling, guys, in the next couple months we're gonna see Colby fight. That's my personal opinion, and I mean, I don't know. That's my take, guys. I want to hear yours. I mean, who do you want to see Colby Covington fight? Do you want him to see realistically? Do you want him to see him fight Paddy Pimblett on the White House card, or do you want him to see him? Do you want to see that fight earlier? I mean, if that happens, this could very well be the fight of the year. A lot of people are talking about Colby trying to fight Paddy because it's more of a political stunt. I don't think so. I don't think so. Colby's a fighter. He's 37 years old. He wants to show to the world what he's still got in the tank, and that he's ready to take on. Look, Paddy is 7-0. And out of those 7 victories, I already alluded to the fact that he's got 5 performance bonuses. So when Paddy fights, people watch, people listen, and it's pure action. And then when you got the likes of Colby Covington, again, that could very well be the fight of the year. All right, so I'm completely locked in on that, and I don't think it's a political stunt. But you tell me, guys. Drop your thoughts and comments, and smash the like button and hit the subscribe. Stay locked in, guys, with all the fight talk. This is Duality 7X. I can't wait to hear your guys' comments. I'll catch you guys on the next one.